Happy Halloween, folks. This is my favourite time of year for some obvious reasons. It's Goth Christmas, that's probably the top one. But this particular Halloween is very special to me because we have just dropped today our second album. So it's called Nightmares, Legends and Gore, and it's the follow-up to the Splintered Minds Asylum, which was our debut album. This album is probably quite a bit different to the first album in that it's got orchestras, it's got choirs, and it's got world instruments, and they're all helping to tell the tale of that character. So for example, we've got Mary Queen of Scots, so on that track I've put in bagpipes and I've put in a fiddle, stuff that really helps you know who that character is, where are they from, who are they as a person. So yeah, I think it really helps to set the scene, and it's something that I wish I'd had access to back when I wrote the original album. Having that library of instruments has really changed my writing process, I would say. So for example, The First Woman, that's what I've got up on screen at the moment, that is the title track from this album. And I went about writing that song quite differently. I actually started with the orchestration and wrote up a full kind of musical piece, a musical score. And then I started to transpose that onto my mistress here, the lovely Ibanez Prestige. And I put that onto Guitar Pro, and then I started to build it up so that it was an actual band song rather than just being an orchestral piece. But obviously, as you'll hear on the album, I've left in kind of key bits of orchestration, and like I say, there'll be choirs on there to give it that kind of real grand, epic feel. So yeah, on the Splintered Minds Asylum, I had a humble laptop, and I would sit with my guitar and I would program in my guitar riffs into Guitar Pro, really backwards, but it got the job done. But as I say, this time it has been really different because I'm actually able to take what I've programmed into Guitar Pro, sitting here with my guitar, rip it out and then put it onto MIDI guitars, or actually even play the guitars directly into my computer now. So it's been an absolute game changer from a writing process, and hopefully you'll hear that coming through if you listen to the first album versus the second album. Yeah, so some of the songs I've still started with guitar. There's been a hook or particular riff, sometimes even starting with programming in drums. So Hayley Quinn, our amazing drummer, does write her own drums, but when I am trying to piece together a song, I will program in what I like to call guide drums to give it the vibe and the feel. So yeah, that's a little bit about the writing process. I'll probably do some more in-depth song by song build-ups of how they've become what they are and the characters that they're about and kind of what inspired me. But just a little taster since, as I say, this is a great day of celebration for us. We have done everything on this album by ourselves. The only thing that we farmed out was getting a studio engineer to record Hayley Quinn's drums. Everything else has been recorded by us. The Harbinger has sound engineered it, she has recorded it, she's mixed it, she has mastered it. It has been an absolute labour of love. The artwork has been a joint effort between Hayley Quinn, the Harbinger and myself. We've all really pulled together to create our merch. Everything for this album is entirely us, so it's an entirely personal experience, and I can't wait to write another. Because we've been doing some of the artwork and stuff, it's actually been a couple of months since I picked up this guy to sit and write riffs, but I have been humming things into my phone when I come up with a riff. Usually I'm out shopping, so I have to do this with the song, with the phone, hit the record button, and then come back and fling it into Guitar Pro. So I'm building up riffs in the background. I've been told that everybody needs at least a week or so break, and that we've got loads of PR and stuff to do for this album before I can start to write more. But it doesn't really stop me because I end up with guitar blue balls. But yeah, as I say, this has been a labour of love. Immensely proud of it. Hope you guys like it, and I'd be really fascinated to know if you've already listened to it, because I know that some of you folks got your pre-orders early. What track is really speaking to you? Are you enjoying the change to, you know, orchestral music being included on there, the world instruments? Does it help set the scene? Feedback, good or bad, we can always take. I've got a pretty thick skin. So yeah, we welcome it. Thanks guys, cheers.